Welcome back, my fellow assassins, to another WWE 2K19 Universe mode. We go north of the border here on Monday Night Raw from Hamilton, Canada. It's Monday Night Raw. We're getting things started with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. AJ Styles, well, if you didn't watch last week, go back and watch that episode because Triple H put out a challenge for AJ Styles, saying he wanted a fight. He wanted a fight with AJ Styles, and he was going to get it either one way or the other. And he went backstage to find AJ Styles. And Triple H, well, he would get in the face and battle both Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to get to AJ Styles. But then AJ Styles would ambush Triple H in the parking lot. And, well, it was a bad time for the game as AJ Styles hit a Styles Clash on top of a limo. So AJ Styles getting the upper hand here against Triple H. And we'll hear from AJ Styles to kick off Monday Night Raw. But we have a big night of action here tonight. Also, the polls are open. The polls are open for the options for all of them, actually. It's all the WWE Intercontinental Championship, the U.S. Championship, the Tag Team Championship. But nevertheless, AJ Styles is not going to grab a mic. Let's see what the Phenomenal One has to say to the Monday Night Raw crowd. Welcome to the Phenomenal One's Monday Night Raw. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, I want to call out a man I have great respect for, who's a cornerstone in this business and one of the toughest superstars in WWE, Triple H. Oh, how silly of me. Of course he's not here tonight. And if you're living under a rock, let's take a look last week where Triple H got into a little trouble. Oh, here comes the footage from last week. What I was talking about earlier in the parking lot, AJ Styles would attack Triple H. Triple H trying to find AJ. Well, he found him. AJ Styles got the upper hand, went on top of a limo. And here you see it right here. AJ Styles with the Styles Clash on top of a limo, which led to Triple H getting immediate help and leaving the arena a few minutes after this. Ooh, man, Hunter, that looked like it hurt, like a lot. But that's what happens when you stick your nose in business that doesn't concern you. The problem between Michaels and myself, but because Michaels is your so-called best friend, you made an enemy out of me and my good brothers, Gallows and Anderson. You wanted a fight, Triple H, and I brought it to you. I played the game, and I won. But you want an actual fight? That's fine by me. I'll give you a match. You and me, Hunter, at Judgment Day. If you win, and let's be real, you won't. But let's just say you win. I will send Gallows and Anderson away from WWE. But when I win, Gallows and Anderson get official contracts to WWE and Monday Night Raw. I know you want to tear my head off, Hunter. I know you want to rip me limb from limb. So I don't need a response tonight or next week. I already know you're sitting at home recovering from what I did, and you're absolutely foaming at the mouth to get your hands on me. So I know you accept. And I'll see you at Judgment Day. Well, there you go. AJ Styles putting up the challenge, and I kind of have to agree with AJ. I think Triple H is accepting already. Sitting at home recovering from AJ Styles' attack. I think we have a match for Judgment Day. AJ Styles and Triple H. What a match that'll be. And we already have Judgment Day building. Speaking of Judgment Day, like I said before, the polls are now open. And speaking of the Intercontinental Championship, there are your competitors. There are your options after what happened last week. The Rock, Rusev, Pac, and Dean Ambrose are your options. But speaking of John Cena, tonight he is in the main event as he goes one-on-one with one half of the New Day, Big E. Well, let's get to our first matchup of the day. And here comes Curtis Axel, a man who's been trying to get back into that U.S. title picture.
Making his way to the ring from Chaplin, Minnesota, weighing in at 228 pounds, Curtis Axel.
Well, after squandering his two opportunities at both Battleground and SummerSlam, Curtis Axel has been on a decline ever since SummerSlam, trying to get back into the U.S. title picture. He has a one-on-one match here tonight, though, so he has a good chance to get into that option bracket, I guess you'd call it, because we know two of the four, that'll be the options. That's Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam. And hopefully this match right here kind of solidifies that third entrant. As you see Curtis Axel, he's ready for a win tonight. Who's he going to face? Oh boy. The man who made his return last week. The new and improved Drew McIntyre, who faced Zack Ryder last week. And Zack Ryder put up a fight, but ultimately Drew McIntyre put him away. And just look at Drew McIntyre. You can tell he's ready to fight.
And his opponent, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
And Drew McIntyre, you can tell even from last year when he left WWE to train up and go into the independent circuit for a while, you can tell just how more confident he is. Well, when he left WWE, he was part of 3MB with Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal, but like Jinder Mahal, who came back to SmackDown a few weeks ago, looking better than ever, Drew McIntyre did the same thing, and Drew McIntyre looks like a beast right now. You could tell from his match last week that he's been training non-stop day in and day out, and it certainly put him to good use as he got a win and a good start to his Raw career. Here with a win over Zack Ryder, but now he goes up against Curtis Axel, a more formidable foe, if I do say so myself. But here we go. The first matchup here on Monday Night Raw, as we are 2 weeks away from Judgment Day, and the card starts to assemble here. As what we just heard a few minutes ago, AJ Styles and Triple H one-on-one, and if AJ Styles wins, I mean, I don't know how much pull that Triple H has in terms of contracts, but Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will allegedly have a contract with WWE. But if Triple H wins, then Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are out of here. Oh, nice move there by Curtis Axel. So big high stakes in that match at Judgment Day. And of course, we saw the options for the Intercontinental Championship match with John Cena. It's going to be The Rock, Dean Ambrose, Rusev, and Pac. And knowing from last week, that main event between Dean Ambrose and Pac, where The Rock got involved. Well, we've had rivalries between Rusev and Pac, and also with Dean Ambrose and The Rock. So, I mean, Shane McMahon just thought maybe it made the most sense to have all four of them be options for John Cena. But now it's up to you guys at home watching and those around the world. Ooh, nice clothesline there by Curtis Axel, taking down Drew McIntyre. Like I was saying, it's up to you guys now. Who do you think deserves, or who do you want to have a WWE Intercontinental Championship match at Judgment Day? And a lot of those matches are barn burners for sure. We got maybe the rematch between John Cena and Rusev from No Mercy. You got of course John Cena and The Rock. Another, oh look at that, back suplex with the arm trapped by Drew McIntyre. And you got John Cena and Dean Ambrose, which would be a hell of a matchup. And then finally we got John Cena and Pac, which a lot of people, a lot of the fans here want Pac to have that opportunity. But also a lot of people want Dean Ambrose to have the opportunity. A lot of people want Rusev to have his rematch. So it's up to you guys at home to figure out that participant for Judgment Day. But now look at this. Let's get to this match as Curtis Axel hits that twisting face buster and goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. And Drew McIntyre is able to kick out. Well, Curtis Axel doing his best here, and you know, giving Drew a run for his money here. Is he gonna pick up? No, Drew with a back body drop. And speaking of the options, one of these men have to be looking for that third spot in that U.S. title option. Wants to be that option as Drew McIntyre gets out of that fireman's carry, not the fireman's carry, falls away, all the way slam. As now we're back on the outside here. And Curtis Axel has been pretty much wanting to get back. And the Miz has been a thorn in Curtis Axel's side for a long time, ever since going back to Battleground. Even after Money in the Bank, where Ric Flair named Curtis Axel as the new number 1 contender, then at Battleground would betray Curtis Axel. And it's been a personal battle ever since then with the Miz and himself. So Curtis Axel has been pretty much going for a redemption tour here. Let's look at this. Oh, nice shoulder breaker there by Drew. And that's going to wait for Curtis Axel to get back to his feet. Maybe looking for, oh, I don't know what he was looking for there. Is Curtis now going for a Boston Crab. And Curtis Axel, one of the top technical wrestlers here we have. Of course, trained by Mr. Perfect, his dad. And now, look at this. Oh, going for, I think that was the Future Shock, the DDT, but Axel one step ahead. And McIntyre, another back suplex. Of course, working over that arm. Of course, Drew always has a plan here. Going for the cover. 2, no. Not even a 2 count. And now, oh, Curtis Axel with the takedown. And of course, I mean, with how dominant Drew McIntyre was last week, and you know, look at this, another face buster by Axel. Let's go back to this match. 1, 2, covered, no. Almost another. There's another 2 count for Curtis Axel's. I mean, like I was trying to say, Curtis Axel has been on a steady decline ever since SummerSlam. And if he gets a win here tonight over the emerging Drew McIntyre with a Luthez press, raining down some fists, those right hands right to the head, I think that would be pretty much an upset. You see how much more bigger, how much more, you know, ferocious Drew McIntyre is from a year ago. And you can see Curtis Axel has, I mean, he's trying his best. He's hit 2 finishes already, and did not put away Drew McIntyre here. I was trying to figure out what to do next. He's gonna go back to the leg, hit a knee DDT. Going for maybe a desperation pin. 2, no. And of course, Curtis Axel has been like this for a long time, just trying to desperately get that win, and just, you know, trying to. Oh, wait a minute. There's that. No, that spinning neck breaker. But he's not done with him. Well, I think that was a prime time for a pin, but he's going to go for another move here. Another face buster. But no. Look at this. Drew gets out of it. And oh God. Well, Curtis Axel gets tangled up in the ropes. And that was a horrible, disgusting landing for Curtis Axel. He's woozy. He's dizzy. And Drew McIntyre is going to take advantage. Going to hook him up for the future shock. DDT. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. 2, 3. Drew McIntyre is your victor. So a disgusting landing leads to a defeat for Curtis Axel. Well, with that win, I can safely now exclaim that Drew McIntyre proudly is your third option for the U.S. Championship at Judgment Day. So The Miz has, I don't know what The Miz is going to do. He has 3 formidable opponents. Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Rob Van Dam, and who's the 4th? Well, I'm getting word that the 4th is actually a mystery opponent. So you have the choices of Drew McIntyre, Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio, or you can have a mystery opponent for The Miz at Judgment Day. Well, speaking of The Miz and Rey Mysterio, they're in 6-man tag team action. As here comes The Miz, Big Show, and Bo Dallas, the A-List. You can see The Miz is all business because, well, he's actually looking a little pissed off because he just found out that Drew McIntyre is the third option. Of course, that mystery opponent he has to think in the back of his mind now. And come Judgment Day, if you guys, the ones watching right now, well, let me get back to that. Getting back to my point, if you guys decide for a mystery opponent for The Miz, well, it could be the Big Show. It could be Bo Dallas. We don't know who that mystery opponent is, and The Miz has to be wrecking his brain trying to figure out what he's going to do at Judgment Day because, I mean, if you go back to No Mercy, The Miz destroyed Rob Van Dam after their match for the U.S. Championship, and Rey Mysterio saved the day. Rey Mysterio wants that championship match as well. So there's a little animosity, I think. I mean, of course, Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam are always going to be friends, but who's going to get that opportunity? Is it Rob Van Dam? Is it Rey Mysterio? Hell, it could be neither of them. It could be Drew McIntyre getting a championship match as his 3rd match here in Monday Night Raw. Well, here come the Lucha Dragons. Blue Dragons coming out of the ring to tag with Rey Mysterio in this 6-man tag team matchup. Of course, Lucha Dragons and the A-List, Bo Dallas and Big Show, are 2 of the options for the tag team championships. So a lot of things intertwining here in this matchup. And of course, this match is going to be full of momentum seekers. Because if you win this match, you go into Judgment Day just 2 weeks away with a hell of a lot of momentum. But here comes Rey Mysterio, Mr. 619 in the house. And there he is.
And their partner from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds,
And Rey Mysterio coming out of the ring. He's got a lot on his mind, I think, going into Judgment Day. Of course, he wants to be a good friend and maybe let Rob Van Dam try to get that option, try to win that vote and go into that championship match. But Rey Mysterio, wants that championship match, and he wants to avenge his friend. So there's a lot of things going on in this matchup right here. Let's see. We have Kalisto and Bo Dallas starting off the matchup. Let's get to it. And this match is going to be pretty hectic, as a 6-man tag team match usually is. And of course, let's talk about the tag team options here. As we have Lucha Dragons, the A-list, of course, and the other two teams that you can vote for is the New Day and the Usos. A lot of good teams there to go against the Hardy Boys at Judgment Day, so it's all up to your guys' vote. Don't let your vote. Okay, Kalisto. Well, Kalisto just having some fun, landing on his ass on the outside. Like I was trying to say, you guys are ultimately the decision makers for Judgment Day. Of course, there's going to be matches where you can't vote, like AJ Styles and Triple H, and maybe a few others down the road, but you guys have the power to control pretty much the title matches at Judgment Day. Because it could be your favorite going into that matchup. You just have to go into the description, into the poll, and then just vote for your favorite. As we have a 7 count as the match goes back to the inside. And nice counter there by Kalisto after landing on his ass, trying to get back into this match. Of course, the other two teams, the New Day and the Usos. The Usos, I mean, pretty much an attitude change over the last couple of months, and they've been getting some wins here and there. So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that those two teams, the Usos and the Hardy Boys, could tear it down. And of course, in the main event here tonight is the New Day. As a look at this, nice power bomb there by Bo Dallas as Sin Cara goes down. And of course, Big E of the New Day will be in the main event here tonight against John Cena. Two big boys going at it. Sin Cara trying to drag the Big Show to the Lucha corner, if you will. Well, that was kind of a KO punch, but maybe not that much force behind it. As Sin Cara try to keep the big man grounded, and that's exactly what he's doing with a powerbomb of his own. And now Big Show getting a hold of Sin Cara, brings him back into the ring. And Sin Cara desperately wants a tag, but Big Show, the 500, actually probably more 450-pound monster, will not let that happen. Just all of that weight on the stomach of Sin Cara. Now, Sin Cara now working back here. They're going to bring Big Show to the corner. He's going to tag in Kalisto once again. More tag team work. As we see Kalisto with a crossbody. Surprisingly, I thought Big Show was going to catch Kalisto. But nevertheless, Kalisto with a big splash onto Big Show. And Big Show getting that shoulder up pretty easily. And of course, we all know The Miz. The Miz does not want to get in this match whatsoever. He wants to keep his energy for Judgment Day, which is a smart move. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to leave your partners high and dry here. There's now Big Show and Kalisto on the outside, and this is a dangerous place for Kalisto. Speaking of that, Kalisto kick to the midsection followed by a Hurricane Rana on the outside. As both Rey Mysterio and The Miz. I think Kalisto actually landed partly on those steps there. Nevertheless, Rey Mysterio and The Miz have yet to get in this match. Pretty much the solidified teams going at it as the Lucha Dragons and the A-list. Some back and forth blows here, if you will. As into the corner goes Big Show. Now counter is maybe looking for a tag, but Kalisto trying to fight out of that corner. And he does. Nice kick to the side of the head of Big Show. Trying to go for a pin. Hooking the leg of the Big Show, which is surprising. No, just a 2 count. The Big Show quickly getting back to his feet. Looking for Salito del Sol. No! Oh, big time power slam by the Big Show. And just raining down these punches to Kalisto. And Kalisto has no idea where he is. Psych! Yes, he does oh, now look at this. Bo Dallas and The Miz looking for a tag. As Kalisto works over the arm of the Big Show. Of course, this is a classic match of power versus speed, size versus athleticism. Now Big Show gonna bring Kalisto to the corner, and the ref gets bumped. Look at this. Oh, we've seen this before. This is the finishing maneuver as the Big Show has Bo Dallas on the shoulders into a flipping senton. And that might be it for Kalisto. 1, 2. No, Kalisto manages to get the shoulder up. And now a snap suplex. As Bo Dallas now looking at Rey Mysterio, but that gives the opportunity for Kalisto to tag in Sin Cara. And oh, missing that clothesline, Bo Dallas. Scutting that from a mile ahead. And now, oh, there's that double underhook DDT. And now, wait a minute. Oh, Sin Cara gets out of it, slithers out of the way, looking for a clothesline, but a stun gun reversal by Bo Dallas. Yeah, talking about career savers. Ever since The Miz brought Bo Dallas under his wing, Bo Dallas has kind of, had a resurgence of his career here, following bringing him to the A-list. Wait a minute. And now, what a move there by Sin Cara. Of course, being in main events of Raw, being in a prominent tag team, going after the tag team titles. Oh, nice clothesline there. And you can just tell that this was a wonder for Bo Dallas' career here in WWE. Nice power slam there. As Bo Dallas now going to drop some knees as we have to take our first commercial break here. We'll be right back with 6-man tag team action. And guys, next episode on NXT, Samoa Joe addresses his future in NXT. What will he do? We will find out on the next episode of NXT. Subscribe now, and you'll be the first to watch it. And we are back here on Monday Night Raw as Bo Dallas has Kalisto where he wants him. And working over the knees, the base of the Lucha Libre, but Kalisto back to his feet. Oh, shot to the midsection, shot to the back, the lower back, but Bo Dallas, he's been in there for a while now, looking for a backdrop driver right on the neck of Kalisto. Kalisto now brings it back here. There's a vital contest for both teams here. Of course, The Miz does not want to get a defeat under his belt here. He does not want to get a defeat, a notch in the loss column. So close to Judgment Day. Bo Dallas with a big boot. And now going for a snap. Nope. Oh, nice small package by Kalisto 2. No. Now look at this. And oh, nice counter. As Bo Dallas is going for a powerbomb. No, into the counter, just a 2 count. As now Bo Dallas going for another one. But Kalisto once again. Oh, that was better than last time. More impact. 2, 3, that's it. And just like that, out of nowhere, the Lucha Dragons and Rey Mysterio get the win.
Here are your winners, Kalisto, and Rey Mysterio.
Wow. Well, in a turn of events, the Lucha Dragons and Rey Mysterio get the victory. And speaking of the Lucha Dragons, they're, of course, one of the options you guys can vote for in the Tag Team Championship match at Judgment Day. As you see those options right now, the Usos, the New Day, the Lucha Dragons, and the A-List, all options going to Judgment Day. Who will you vote for? And speaking of the Tag Team Champions, We'll see them right here and right now. And here they come, the reigning and defending tag team champions, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys. And of course, at Judgment Day, they'll be in tag team action, but tonight, Matt Hardy will be in singles action.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Jeff Hardy, representing the Hardy Boys from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 236 pounds, one half of the WWE, Matt Hardy.
And here he comes down to the ring, Matt Hardy, for some one-on-one action against Rusev. And you can see that those tag team championships are looking good on the Hardy Boys. But they're in deep, deep waters because at Judgment Day, they'll have to face one of the tag teams we just showed you. And, you know, the weird and complicated thing about Judgment Day, or at least this kind of Judgment Day, is that the champions do not have any time to prepare. They don't know who they're going to face. So they don't have any research, any homework to do. And here comes Rusev. It's like, for the Hardy Boys, not only do they have to deal with Rusev here tonight, Matt Hardy does, but
Accompanied by Aiden English from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
considering like most of the champions, well, all the champions have to wait until Judgment Day to find out who their opponent is. They have no choice but to kind of just go off their instincts, go off the talent that they have, go off the training that they have to just, you know, kind of defend the championships the best they can, because, you know, you can, at a regular one-on-one match, just looking at Rusev, he had a Intercontinental Championship match at No Mercy. He could do his homework on John Cena, and vice versa. John Cena could do his homework and research on Rusev. But Judgment Day, you guys, I mean, the options have the option, bad time of words, but the options, the competitors who are being voted on have the opportunity to look and research over John Cena and the other champions. And, you can hear the crowd here at Hamilton. Of course, Canada is Bizarro World. I know that very, very well as I live in Canada. Bizarro World is in full effect tonight as the Rusev Day chants are full here tonight in this arena. But trying to get back to my point is that, you know, at Judgment Day, if you're you know, researching about one opponent, about even two opponents, and then get chosen, the other two get chosen, you have no choice but to throw all of that out the window and just go off your instincts, go off the basics to try to defend your championship. But enough of my gibberish. Let's get back to this match here. Let's get to this match. As oh my God, vicious headbutt there by Rusev. And now look at this bullplex by Rusev. I mean, Aiden English has been in the corner of Rusev for about 3-4 weeks now. And I mean, we all thought it was going to be a recipe for success come No Mercy, but it really didn't come to fruition as Rusev just did not get the job done. And of course, before that, we had Lana in the corner of Rusev. So maybe Rusev has to second think about this Aiden English kind of teamwork or kind of acquaintance as Matt Hardy. Now looking for a big time maneuver. It's going up to the top rope. What is this? Matt Hardy hooking up for a top rope superplex. Bringing out the big artillery early is Matt Hardy going for a cover. Not even a 1 count. Oh, sorry, not even a 2 count, excuse me. My English has gone out the window, as you can tell. So I apologize. Oh my God, Machka kick. Right on the money as Rusev goes for the cover. but just a 1 count as Matt Hardy is able to kick out. Rusev, of course, wanting a quick victory here tonight. And what a victory it would be if Rusev, gaining momentum towards Judgment Day is so important, but also getting a win over one half of the tag team champions. And of course, we always hear that, one solidified tag team is better than 2 great singles wrestlers in a tag team match, but a singles competitor, I guess has the advantage over a one half of a solidified tag team. So 2 sides of a coin in every situation. And now there's the twist of fate out of nowhere. 1, 2, and no, Rusev able to get the shoulder up. Matt Hardy cannot believe it. I can't believe it. That was a flush twist of fate. But Rusev has too much in the tank. We saw that. Had no mercy. And of course, Rusev definitely wants that rematch. He's pleading for it. And oh, there's a Masha kick right to the back of the head. And I don't know if... I didn't even see that chair come in. I'm guessing Aiden English had a part in that. Nice knee there by Matt Hardy. A shot right to the face. English just... now has the referee's attention. And Rusev... using the chair in the corner, but the ref has not seen it yet. And now Matt Hardy has Rusev up for a Samoan drop. Don't usually see that from Matt Hardy, but bringing out all of the moves in his repertoire here. Goes with the coverage, just a 2 count. Elbow right to the top of the head, it looks like. And now off the ropes goes Matt Hardy. And nice wheel kick by Rusev. And Matt Hardy's, not literally, but he's on the ropes here in this matchup. And now the ref finally sees that chair and gets it out of the ring before Rusev could use it. A throat chop there by Rusev into a belly-to-belly. No, nice counter there by Hardy. And Jeff Hardy rooting on his brother here is... Matt Hardy looking for some continuous head barges into the turnbuckle. And Rusev has no idea where he is. And now, side effect by Matt Hardy. That could be it, right in the middle of the ring, too. And come on. Aiden English grabbing the legs of the ref and bringing him outside. What a clothesline by Rusev. That was a 3 count, and everybody knew it. But Aiden English paying dividends for Rusev. Maybe that partnership isn't too rough. Maybe not too bad, as I initially thought, as Aiden English, just really cared about that 3 count, and for damn good reason, as the Masha kick to the back of the head again. And now Rusev going for maybe another cover. Yes, he is. Does Matt Hardy have enough to kick out? And yes, he does. And once again, Rusev, you can see he's being a little ticked off now by the tenacity of Matt Hardy. Oh no. Now gonna hook in the accolade. Matt Hardy trying to squirm to the ropes here, but he has no choice but to tap out. And there's Rusev just keeping on that accolade, but finally let's go, as Rusev is your victor here tonight with the accolade by submission. And Rusev gets a victory here tonight, and what an important victory it is. Rusev taps out Matt Hardy, and he has hell of a momentum going into Judgment Day. But we have 1 week of Raw to go left, so he's not out of the woods just yet. Matt Hardy is disappointed in himself, but guys, we're getting to the main event. It's Big E. It's John Cena. 2 big boys going at it. Can Big E pick up a huge upset Or will John Cena continue his reign of dominance here on Monday Night Raw?
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
And here they come, the New Day. Kofi Kingston and the man who will face John Cena here tonight, Big E.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Kofi Kingston, representing the New Day from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E.
And Big E, well, he is in a tag team with the New Day, but he is also a fantastic singles wrestler in his own right. He is a former NXT champion. Before NXT was a thing here on Universe Mode, in year 1 of our Universe Mode, the secondary title was the NXT Championship, and Big E was a holder at one time. So Big E knows how to get it done in big matches, but can Big E defeat Big Match John here tonight in the main event of Monday Night Raw? We will see as the champion now comes down to the ring. And keeping Big E waiting, but here comes the Intercontinental Champion, John Cena. And there he is. John Cena has been champion ever since Battleground. And going into Judgment Day, it's his pretty much most complex challenge to date. There he is. John Cena, 2 weeks away from one of his most complex matchups. A fan vote to determine his pretty much competitor, his challenger for that Intercontinental Championship. And he has faced Rusev in the past, and he has faced The Rock in the past. But he has new challengers on the horizon in the names of Pac and Dean Ambrose. And like I said before, it's up to you guys watching and you guys around the world to go into the description and go into those polls and vote to see who you want to face. John Cena, The Miz, and the Hardy Boys at Judgment Day. But nevertheless, let's get to this main event here on Monday Night Raw as Big E powers John Cena into the corner. You don't see that a lot here on Monday Night Raw. Someone overpowering John Cena. But of course, Big E is pretty much on par. I would say maybe even a little bit more than John. Actually, I kind of refute that. I kind of go back on that. John Cena, one of the most strongest competitors we have ever seen in WWE. But Big E can hold his own. I don't know if it's as much as John Cena, but he can hold his own. As now, look at this belly-to-belly suplex by Big E. And one thing this main event is all about is that Big E wants to display what he has in terms of main event. And main event caliber. Can Big E impress the right people in this match tonight? Can he get a win? Of course he can always get a win, but that depends on if Big E has the grit enough to defeat John Cena here tonight. To defeat the champion of Monday Night Raw, the Intercontinental Champion. And before I go any further, I know a lot of you guys do not like the Intercontinental Championship as the main championship here on Monday Night Raw. But, you know, I really don't care. I really don't care. If the Intercontinental Championship has always been one of my favorite championships in WWE, and I hold the mentality, if you treat a championship with respect and prestige, you can make that championship whatever you want. So I made the Intercontinental Championship the World Championship here on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about that. But let's get back to the commentary, the kayfabe here. Let's not break kayfabe. But back to this main event match here on Monday Night Raw. As John Cena takes down Big E to the ground here right in front of us here in the WWE Universe. And now Cena, with that power, lifting up a 300-pound man in Big E and dropping him like he's nothing on that steel apron where steel meets wood. And Cena now with a shot right to the face. And John Cena means business here tonight. You know he wants to get through this match tonight and focus on the 4 competitors that, are in his sights. Rusev, Dean Ambrose, Pac, and The Rock. And of course, COVID kicks in now, distracting John Cena's Big E. Now, with a tiger suplex. John Cena folding like an accordion off that tiger suplex, and Big E now has the advantage of laying in some kicks on the chest, going for a cover. Just a 1 count though, as John Cena too much energy left in the tank. Is now Big E going to continue the attack? What a shoulder tackle. As now Big E now just using some of his strength to just sling John Cena from the ground into the air and back onto the mat with another belly-to-belly suplex. Big E's in firm control here of Cena. Psych! John Cena now fireman's takeover. As, shot right to the midsection. And now look at this. Big E got him up for a big-time power bomb. It was actually more of a jackknife than anything else. Now, off the ropes, going for a big-time splash. And Big E, a hell of a lot of momentum going into, more into this match. Is a flurry of offensive moves. Now John Cena going for a cover. And Big E kicks out at 1 the exact same way as John Cena did before. And now Cena with a shoulder tackle. No. And Big E now waiting for Cena to get back to his feet. Maybe looking for the big ending. No. Cena. Standoff there between these men. Into the attitude adjustment. The AA goes for the cover. And no. Big E gets the shoulder up. And John Cena now firing himself up. Ducks the line into the shoulder tackle. Now again off the ropes into the shoulder tackle. Big E gets back to his feet. No. Ducks the clothesline into that back suplex variation. And Big E. John Cena was maybe going for that 5-knuckle shovel, but Big E got a hold of John Cena, now going for a cover. No. And now Cena back to his feet. Going for, Schwain! What the hell? You don't usually see that from Cena. Now the ref taking his sweet time to get to the cover, but no. Just a 2 count. That may be a 3 count if the ref actually paid attention and done his job correctly. But Cena now going to inflict more pain to Big E here with a deadlift into the gunman suplex. And like I said before, John Cena, one of the strongest, and that was just evident right there. What a shot there. Knee right to the face. And another belly-to-belly suplex. And Big E's holding his own against the champ right here. And now once again, maybe going for a big-time splash into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Once again, John Cena is able to kick out. And once again, Big E maybe going for that big ending. Yes, he is. Cena, gets out of it with a not a tilt-a-whirl, but a DDT. And now maybe this time going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. The You Can't See Me into the shuffle. Brush off the shoulder into the fist. That's how it's done. And now going for the cover. That might be lights out for Big E here. As 1, 2. No. And Big E with the shoulder up. Float over DDT. That's the move I was looking for. Not tilt-a-whirl DDT. Nevertheless, John Cena going for another. Hey, no. Big E with the counter. The elbows into the chin. Oh, here we go. Looking for the big ending. Go over the on camera side like a professional. And that could be it for John Cena. Will John Cena be beaten here on Monday Night Raw against Big E? 2. No. John Cena getting the shoulder up. Big E finally got the big ending, but it wasn't the ending. The match is still rolling on here. Now John Cena. Now bringing Big E to the corner. What's he got in store as he brings the 300-pounder to the top here. Oh, and John Cena. Oh, wait a minute. John Cena going for an AA from the second rope. And that might be it. That has to be it. And it is. John Cena just scratching by, but with that second rope AA, it's over. There's your victor, John Cena. What a victory. And wait a minute, Big E now looking for a handshake. And John Cena obliges. Well, I didn't expect that from Big E, but guys, that'll be it for me here on Monday Night Raw. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go to the description, vote for your favorites, vote who's going to face the champions at Judgment Day, and I'll see you on NXT. Take care, my fellow assassins.